Good morning. It's great to be able to interact with you this morning as we kick off this course, the church and the community. What a powerful theme for this course. Through the years, I have been troubled when people have come to me for generally cash requests. I lived in Burlington, Iowa, where we had major problems with gambling. A gambling boat was there, alcohol abuse, and drug abuse. Nobody ever came and asked me, would you give me some more money to buy drugs or to pay off my gambling debt? They would come saying, my kids are out of milk. Well, yeah, how do I respond in a Christ honoring way? I have been very encouraged by the writings of Corbett and Fickert. This book is the kind of the foundation for their writings because they have written other books. This one about helping without hurting in church benevolence, and this one about short-term missions trip. The other author that I have been encouraged by is Robert Lupton. He wrote the book Toxic Charity, and then he wrote a follow-up book, Charity Detox. I'm going to be introducing some chapters of those books to you, but they are full of wealth that challenges our great satisfaction in handing out free food or free clothes or free shoes or free money, and challenges us to think biblically. It will do you good as you stop and think about them. Of course, I highly recommend all 5 of those books for your own library and church resources. Well, this is week 1, and we have reading in Jacobson to do. Jacobson is a little different. He challenges us to look at things differently. I do not always agree with him at all, but we have that reading, and it helps us to have another perspective about what's going on. We also have the excellent material from Keller's book that we will be reading chapters 3 to 6, and then we have a great article about Shalom written by DeYoung and Gilbert, and those are all excellent resources. So those are great things as we work together. This week you'll be writing a paper on a biblical theology of helping, and I've listed 3 verses in the discussion board to interact, but there are plenty more about the need to help. And the reminder of Jesus to say, the poor you'll always have with you. So how do we help them in a God-honoring, Christ-honoring, gospel-based way? That's your assignment, and that is not an easy assignment. So think it through carefully. And then our discussion board is to discuss the seeming discrepancies between the verses Luke 6:30, James 2:15 to 16, and 2 Thessalonians 3:10. I have 3 other requests for you. Number 1, read and listen to the announcements. Well, you're doing that right now if you're doing it. And then second, always put your name in the subject line, whether it's in the discussion board. That's primarily where I have it. A request. It can be F. Beatty, it can be Beatty, it can be, different ways. I've said something about that in one of the announcements. And then in the class intro, be sure to do that. I want to get the information I requested from the Let's Get Acquainted announcement. That helps me understand your church setting and where you're at, whether you're out in the isolated town like McCook, Nebraska, or you're in Chicago. There's a lot of differences between those cultures and ministry settings. Well, we're off for a great week, a great 8 weeks. God bless you as we learn together.